This video was brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Get top quality razors delivered to your door starting at just $1 a month. Link below in the description. Skip it up and that up. Wow, I actually found an article I wanted to use from N4G. I think there's been like 2 or 3 in the past 5 months that I've used from there. But this one's interesting. I've wanted to talk about the ass storm that Metacritic is forever. Because Metacritic, I do agree with this article, either needs to be heavily refined or needs to go away. Because, as we all know, Destiny was released yesterday, and its user scores, as of now, are abysmal. Now, hey, maybe the game does suck. I'm finally, after I do my work today and do put up my Review Tech USA videos, I'm going to put it in my PS4 and play it. But I don't think the game deserves multiple zeros. Okay, maybe a 5, maybe a 6, maybe a 7, maybe even a 4. But people are either giving it 10s or zeros. Here are some examples from GameZone.com. They did screen caps of some people that gave Destiny 0, and this is what some of them had to say. Just listen and try not to have your ears pour blood out after you hear what these morons said. So let's start off with Sophia Pina, and this is what maybe she had to say. It's a B-movie game in every sense, but approach it with sufficiently lowered expectations and you just might be pleasantly surprised. PSN sucks and the PS4 streaming is awful. It's a console for kids and I don't like kids and I don't like PlayStation, Xbox for life. Now keep in mind this Sophia Penalization, whatever the hell his or her name is, also wrote a review for Destiny for the Xbox One and gave it a 10. This is another stellar user Metacritic review for Destiny by CanRain89. This is what he wrote. Bosses have just one move pattern, shoot. They don't react dynamically and don't have any special move. The game's boss design is an absolute failure. Hey, maybe it is. Again, I haven't played the game yet. I'm trying it tonight. This is where it kind of okay, you may take his user review as valid, then here it kind of goes to shit. Enemies don't drop guns, so how dare you compare it with Borderlands? Mission design is linear rail shooter. I can say I don't agree with that because I have seen people play the game and it doesn't look like that. And it doesn't have any escape scene, turret scene, melee only scene, stealth scene, even sniper scene like old Battlefield 3. Just run and gun style, and do we happen to be living in those 90s once again? Big shame on you. So you want them to have linear scenes where you have to do one certain thing? It's what you're saying actually makes it sound like you want it to be an old 90s game. What does your review even mean? You want different scenes? That's not the kind of game it is, you fucking idiot. But again, okay, maybe he has some valid points, but this guy also gave the game a 0. Even if these flaws are all accurate, 0? Not a 4, not a 5, not a 6? You see what I'm getting at? I'll give you one more, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this. I'll give you one more user review, if you could even dare call it that. This is from Bungie, and this guy seems like he's ass hurt because it's not for the PC. Listen to what he had to say, his user review, and you'll see what I mean. Give us written and vocal chat, otherwise stop doing PC games only for shit consoles. I played World of Warcraft since release and other 20 MMO games, so I'm kind of experienced player. I work every bloody day, I go home and I can't play the way it's meant because people like me are hard to find when I have spare time. My friends have other consoles which aren't in any way linked. Well, this is really a shit game that many bought just because it's September and still some months to play actually good games. Don't buy it. Wow. What are you saying, dude, besides the fact that your ass hurt that this game isn't for PC? And this is coming from a guy who owns 2 gaming PCs, okay? Look, you have your gaming PC. Here's my golf clap for you. Go out and buy a goddamn console and shut up. I bet you he doesn't even have a console. He did this review. It's funny what the journalist who actually wrote the article said. He wrote, so he's mad because people like him are hard to find and it's not as good as it would be on PC. I recommend plentyoffish.com to Bungie, where he could find more people like him. Maybe he could find an actual vagina so he's less frustrated. I suggest that, Bungie. Look, you guys know damn well I'm not just telling you to trust corporate reviews and not trust, user reviews or independent reviewers, because if you watch my video a while back where I explained why I don't consider myself a journalist, you'll understand that, yes, there's shady crap that goes on in the industry. If I remember, I'll link the video below in the description of this video. But this is the fatal flaw of Metacritic. This is why Metacritic either needs to go away or be overhauled. Because you can't expect 12-year-old kids or even 15-year-old kids, irrational 30-year-old virgin man children and fanboys to give balanced, rational reviews. They're either going to give like 0s and 10s, just like that one guy or a girl who gave a 0 to the PlayStation 4 version of Destiny and gave a 10 to the Xbox One version. So it's the same exact game, but you gave it a better score for your console of choice, even though the game is pretty much identical, if not identical. Come on, man. This is why you can't trust it. You have these people who are extremists giving games perfect scores because they want to make sure their game looks good on their console of choice, or they're trying to give another game crappy scores, or the same game crappy scores on the console that they don't own, and they want to shit on it to make it look bad. And again, maybe Destiny does suck. I'm going to find out in a few hours if it does. But does it 0 suck? Of course it doesn't. It could be a 4, it could be a 5, it could be a 6 or a 7. But 0? No. Like the guy said in the article I'll have listed below, the only way a game could be a 0 is if it doesn't turn on, or if it stops playing after 5 minutes because it's so broken. So I don't know. Something needs to change with Metacritic. This is why Adam Sessler despises Metacritic, because of shit like this. And again, I'm not defending Destiny. It could be a crappy game, but is it a 0 crappy game? I think everyone here can agree that's ridiculous. All right, folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one. The preceding video was brought to you by Big Cheese's YouTube channel. For gameplay reviews, gaming music, and vlogs, subscribe to Big Cheese VG. Link below in the description.